guys, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who prefer a progression system that is less dependent on RNG, I think this is actually a very good time to talk about the Frostcore Box. Because honestly, between opening a box and getting a guaranteed step toward your character progression versus opening a card box and praying for that tiny percentage chance, I know which one I prefer. You guys already know me. I really hate being too dependent on RNG. Of course, RNG is part of Ragnarok Mobile. We all understand that. Sometimes you get extremely lucky, and sometimes you can open hundreds of boxes and get absolutely nothing that you actually need. And that's exactly why I like the Frostcore system. Every box you open is still progress. You might not immediately finish the Frostcore that you're targeting, but at least you're moving closer to unlocking another star, another stat, or another part of your character's progression. There isn't that feeling of, okay, I opened 20 boxes and got nothing. Instead, you can actually see your progression moving forward. For me, that's a much healthier way to spend BCC, especially at this stage of the game, where there are already so many different things competing for our resources. I think we should ask, which box gives me the most useful and guaranteed progression for my character? And for my account, Frostcore is currently one of the answers. The main target for me is actually to finish as much of the General Frostcore as possible, because once I complete the General Frostcore progression, the Frostcore resources I obtain from my weekly activities can become much more useful for the job-specific Frostcore that I'm actually planning to play, and that's important, because I don't want to spread my resources across too many different jobs anymore. I would rather choose the jobs that I actually play, understand them properly, and then concentrate my resources there. That way, every BCC that I spend has a purpose. It's not necessarily about becoming stronger overnight. It's about making sure that every small upgrade contributes toward the final build that I actually want to use. And that's why, whenever this Frostcore box appears, I will usually consider putting some of my BCC into it. Not necessarily buying everything, not blindly emptying my wallet, but at least using some of my resources to close the progression gap. Because unlike some of the other gacha systems, this one gives me something that I really value. Certainty. I know that when I open these boxes, I'm moving forward. And for someone like me who has already suffered enough from RNG, that feels pretty good. So, after opening all these boxes, my result is pretty straightforward. I managed to add several more 5-star General Frostcore upgrades. It's still not completely finished, but that's exactly the point. I'm not expecting one opening session to suddenly max everything. I'm just closing the gap, one upgrade at a time. And for me, this is much more satisfying than gambling on a card box and hoping for that 0.5% or 1% jackpot. With Frostcore, I know exactly what I'm working toward. Every box gives me progression. Every upgrade brings me closer to the stats I actually want. And eventually, once the General Frostcore is completed, the Frostcore resources I get from my weekly activities can be redirected toward the Job Frostcore that I actually want to play. So if you have limited BCC and you're deciding where to spend it, this is honestly one of the boxes I would prioritize. It might not give you that exciting moment of suddenly pulling a super rare card, but it gives you something I personally value much more. Guaranteed progress. So that's my result for today. Not everything is finished yet, but I'm definitely closer than I was before opening these boxes. And that's how I like to approach progression in ROM. One step at a time, one upgrade at a time, and less depending on RNG. If this Frostcore box comes back again, I'll probably continue buying it, especially while I'm still trying to complete my General Frostcore. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully this gives you an idea of why I personally prioritize Frostcore over some of the more RNG heavy boxes. Spend wisely, focus on the progression that actually benefits your character, and don't feel pressured to chase every single gacha. See you in the next video.